I'm just gonna warn you right away. This is a strong drink.
Okay.
Got me nervous. All this pausing. For Halloween, we thought we'd go through a list of spooky drinks and see what the cool, kind of ghastly sounding ones were. So we made a bunch of them for you. Before you bring the EEYORE'S Requiem or some of the other drinks we're gonna make for you to your party, you might want to get a good vibe check going. And luckily for us, we have a resident vibe checker here at Happy Harry's, whose name is Jori. You might know her from some of the other videos that we have. We're gonna have her come in, check this out, and see if this is a drink worthy of your Halloween party. The three drinks are EEYORE'S Requiem, the Corpse Survivor #2, and the Last Word. In order to make an EEYORE'S Requiem, we take 1.5 ounces of Campari, 1 ounce of a Blanc Vermouth. In our case, we used Dolin French Vermouth. It takes 1/2 ounce of gin. So normally that would be kind of your base spirit, right? And then we kind of work around that, but it actually plays a very minor part in this cocktail. So it's only 1/2 ounce of gin. We use Tanqueray, and as a replacement, we don't have Chinar, so we used Amaro Nonino. That's totally fine. Amaro Nonino is gonna have a little bit more of a nutty profile to it. It might be a little sweeter than the drink that Toby Maloney made at the Violet Hour in Chicago, but it'll be just fine, promise you. The drink calls for 1/4 ounce of Fernet Branca. I only used like about a bar spoon. Fernet Branca can be really, really powerful and quickly overwhelm some of the other things that we had going on here in smaller components. So I only used a bar spoon. Recipe calls for 1/4 ounce. That's up to you, you know, how much Fernet Branca you like. Even I love Fernet Branca and I didn't put that much in there. So, and then finally just 2 dashes of orange bitters to sort of bring out some of the orange peel notes that are in some of the other ingredients like the Campari. So that's how you make it. We toasted a little orange on the top just for an extra little nose, but that's it. So let's give it a shot. Let's see what we created here. Smell of this is amazing. It's all my favorite smells. There's like rhubarb, orange peel. Burning the orange is unnecessary. You don't have to do that at home if you don't want to, but I recommend you do because it adds a nice little element to it. This is a strong drink. Really good though. I mean, I love it. Rhubarb is really prominent in here. Comes out from the Campari. What I like about this drink, and most complicated drinks sort of like this, is that you take a sip and it just develops on your palate over time. So you can kind of have a sip and let that sit and coat your tongue for like a minute or two, and you're gonna experience a bunch of different flavors as that time passes. I'm just gonna warn you right away. This is a strong drink. Okay. It's a good drink, it's a strong drink. Take a small sip. Don't like drink immediately with the back of your throat. Like let it coat like the front of your tongue and then like just sit there for a second. Let us know what you think. And be honest.
To be honest, I'm nervous. Okay, pleasantly surprised.
Well, we know that. Is it a trick or is it a treat?
Initial thought, that's a treat.
Really?
Yeah,
that's surprising. That's surprising.
It's strong, but there's something about it that, I don't know, there's like a subtle hint of cinnamon. Is there something cinnamon in there?
There might be. And like pretty much all of the ingredients we used have like 50 plus different ingredients in there, and there's like a very high chance that cinnamon's in there in some capacity.
Overall, I've had more interesting drinks. This wasn't bad. I'd say it's a treat certified.
Jori approved, vibe checked cocktail, ready for your Halloween party.
Absolutely.
I don't think there's much more spooky of a sounding name than the Corpse Survivor. In this case, a little necromantic action. This is Corpse Survivor #2, an equal parts cocktail. We used London Dry Gin. In our case, we used Tanqueray, which is a really great London Dry Gin. It calls for Cointreau. We used Gran Marnier, because we had around Lillet Blanc, and then finally some fresh lemon juice. It also calls for a dash of absinthe. People interpret that in a lot of different ways. I think my preferred way to use it is to just rinse the glass. Absinthe is like super strong, and this is a very light drink and can quickly overwhelm it if you put too much absinthe in there. So we just rinsed the glass. You'll also notice that we used, for those of you aficionados out there, it's traditionally served in a coupe glass. I wanted it to be more potion-y, given the theme, right? So I made it look, we got a Corpse Survivor #2 potion. If you were gonna revive a corpse near you, you could just pour this into the corpse's mouth, or in my case, my mouth. That's a little weird. So We're gonna give this a shot. Here we go. First of all, I love the smell of it. The absinthe, like absinthe and lemon, if you can get absinthe and lemon in like perfect harmony with one another, it's just, it's just so good. Taste-wise, the Lillet Blanc is the predominant forward note. It's the first thing I taste, is all the herbs and things that they put in the botanicals in the Lillet Blanc, which is the strongest sort of base note that you get. And then that very quickly unravels into all of the lighter top notes, like your lemon. You get the absinthe a little bit too, but not nearly as strong if you would have put a whole, you know, like half an ounce or something crazy in there, like some recipes call for. This is a great gin drink for people who aren't huge gin drinkers, and one stood the test of time and deserves to stick around. And it's spooky, and it's the spooky season. So try Corpse Survivor #2. And if you don't believe me, I'm fairly certain that our resident vibe checker, Jori, is going to agree with me, but I'm gonna bring her in here. She has never had one of these before, so we're gonna have her try it and let us know her honest thoughts and tell us if this is a trick or if this is a treat. Come on in, Jori. Give us your thoughts.
Off the bat, I'm obsessed with the yellow color. The smell? I would say the smell, it's giving as well. Nothing too strong, so that's giving me high hopes that it's not gonna be like absurd. Okay.
It got me nervous. All this pausing.
Well, if I'm being honest, as wild as it sounds, I liked the first one a little bit better. Whoa. I'm not a personal gin fan myself. This one, it tastes a little bit like more alcoholic for me. I feel like this is more of a trick. Like,
what?
This, the color is giving absolutely stunning, like it should be a treat, but to the taste buds, it's a trick.
The Last Word is one of the most popular cocktails on the planet. Every bartender worth his salt has some variation of a last word under their sleeve. It is such a good cocktail, and you can riff on it in a million different ways. It's just like a Negroni in that it's a equal parts cocktail. A lot of my favorite cocktails are equal parts cocktails. We did a whole series on equal parts cocktails. You can check that out. And what I mean by that is that it is just equal measurements of all of its ingredients across the board. So it couldn't be any easier. You don't need any fancy measuring equipment or anything like that. You know, you can eyeball it if you want to. We did use a measuring utensil. I don't at home, if I'm being honest, but hey, I'm just here to give you the most accurate representation of the drink that I possibly can. So the Last Word traditionally is made with gin, green chartreuse, maraschino liqueur, and some lime juice. Now, we don't have access to green chartreuse right now, so we found this great little substitute. If you can tell me how to pronounce this in the comments, I would be very grateful. Fontaine, but it's a French herbal liqueur that is a, you know, as the green chartreuse shortage kind of came about, this has come out on top as one of the better replacements or substitutions for green chartreuse. I like it. Give it a taste, see what you think. I think it's pretty good. We used Tanqueray as our gin, and then of course we had lime juice and Luxardo maraschino liqueur. I'm gonna give it a shot. I'm gonna try it, and I'll let you guys know what I think of The Last Word. I'm gonna give you the last word on The Last Word. It doesn't get much better than that, gang. If you've been following this channel for a while, you know that I love lime juice. Anything with lime juice in it, I'm gonna like, so I'm a little bit biased. But the reason I like lime juice so much in a drink like this is dry. I just like a nice, clean, dry cocktail. This is like a really upgraded version of a daiquiri that has just so much depth of flavor. There's so much going on in here, and you can change it in a million different ways. But it's nice and dry, so you take a sip of it, and then it's gone. It's really good, lots of stuff happening, and then it's gone. And it makes you want to take another sip, which I'm gonna do right now. I'd like to invite Jori up here to taste this cocktail for us and tell us if it indeed is a treat like I think it is, or if this is a trick.
Okay, initially, the presentation is absolutely stunning.
Let's go.
Let's go. Those cherries are extremely good, so I'm excited to try. Okay, that's a treat. It is a treat. That one. I'll give you that one. That one's a treat. Cute presentation, good flavor. I like lime and lemon as well, so I think that's where the extra hint comes in and really helps this one out. And the cherry, that's just fun.
All right, thank you, Jori. These have been our 3 Halloween drinks, the trick or treat edition. This is a treat. I agree. It's one of my favorite drinks, and I'd be really sad if she said it wasn't good. Have a wonderful spooky season. Have a fantastic Halloween. Any parting thoughts from you, Jori?
Use our products in moderation.